Good morning, all. Sorry I look a mess. I just woke up and I'm trying to get this video on before I go to work because, God, of course. Come on. Okay. So, it's amazing the little instances that come up when you're trying to do God's will. So, I'm gonna pray. God, oh, glorious God, align with, Jesus Christ and the Holy Spirit, and may you speak through me so that anyone that's watching this video can understand your purpose of what you're asking me to do. All glory goes to you, Father. Thank you. Amen. Okay. Oh, so annoying. Oh, okay, there we go. So, I'm going to keep this because, it's amazing once God started clearing out a lot of things in my life and I started dedicating more of my time to Him and doing His will, how just these little nuisances and phones crashing, just turning off all of a sudden, having to restore my phone a couple times. So, as you get closer to God, and you may not believe this, but this is the purpose of these videos, okay? To wake people up to the evil that can take you off the path to God, so this is the introduction to, I want everyone to watch this video first. We have to have a guide. So, God is using me as an example. That with every obstacle in my path, He gave me options, choices, and tools to overcome the things that were in my path. It wasn't hard. I mean, it wasn't easy. It was extremely difficult, and at times I had so much fear. The only thing I could do was get to my knees and pray. Okay, so I'm gonna urge you, if you're on your journey and you're new, looking for God, pray, and you can talk to God. I talk to God all the time. I was talking to God as I was driving to work yesterday, and I have awarenesses, and God brings me closer and closer to Him by awarenesses, and I realized that the children and the pedophile rings and the sex trafficking rings that these children are losing their life, no one cried for them. How sad is that? And I just started crying. I've been through so much in life. So it took a lot for me to learn to cry. I mean, I had to be extremely enraged to cry. And this wasn't a rage yesterday. God is cleaning me up. I don't have all the answers. I'm basically a tool for Him, and I'm gladly do that tool. Number one for me, God is my truth. He is my way. His will is my will. I have overcome immense obstacles. Everything was against me. Everything. And, God walked with it, even though at times I would turn away from Him. He was always there when I reached for Him. And even at those times that I was turning away from Him, He was carrying me. And, you know, even sometimes deep inside where I couldn't see it. So, subconscious is very important. You know, pray that God opens your subconscious to you. And, you know, it may not come right away because God may think that you're not ready for it. But when it's necessary, the answers come. I mean, it's so perfectly imperfect timing. Um, you know, God has set this path for me, and I truly believe um, that, you know, everything within me agrees, feels right. That even before I was born, that I made a covenant with God that no matter what obstacles got in my way, that I would do His will um, in my life and others' lives. And, you know, I was so corrupt with evil, you know, um, and it was reinforced by everyone I came into contact with, even myself, because I finally was like, I couldn't see any good. I was blinded to any good. Um, so this is just the guide to tell you where what these videos are about. You know, it's not judgment. My hope is to get through these videos and you know, do what I can to open chats. You know, if people have questions, you know, I work through prayer a lot, so you know, if I open it up and people start coming and asking questions, you know, I'm not a counselor, and I don't claim to be. I don't claim to have all the answers. Um, that's what I love about God. You know, we're perfect in His eyes. Yes, we have to continually strive to better ourselves, and how we do that is through Christ. And you know, for these are my answers. I'm not saying you have to believe my answers, but the more I started to let God work in my life, when I was ready, things just aligned up perfectly, you know. And it was like from complete complete misery, to peace. And, you know, someone that their feelings and emotions used to rule them, 100 forms of fear ruled me. And I would react without even knowing why, just react, and turn and run the other way. And so God molded me like clay, you know. He truly, all the glory goes to Him. Everything that I am is because of God. Everything that He's provided for me from birth till now has, you know, been because of God. And I, you know, even though I've had a lot of hard times emotionally, and been things have come to pass that I shouldn't have been exposed to, God has, I haven't been homeless. I haven't gone without food. I had transportation when necessary. I was able to raise my son. You know, He provided for that. And I truly am grateful for that. So, you know, I don't have all the answers, but when I have questions, God answers them for me if I just listen. You know, a lot of people say, well, we have free will. Yes, we have free will. In my book, my will gets me nothing but pain, humility, there's a difference between humility and being humble. Selfishness, self-centeredness, ego, pride, addictions. So you know what? Evil can have my will. I mean, not my will, but those desires. My will is God's will. I only want God's will. You know, I can't even, I mean, these are mere words. I mean, this goes so far beyond that. Everyone threw me away. God didn't. Okay. So hopefully, even one person, if I can help one person, you know, yes, I want more than that, because I got answers. And it doesn't mean my answers are your answers, but I'm sure you could get answers too. Okay, have a great day.